Earlier this month, a dairy worker in Texas tested positive for bird flu, aka avian influenza, amid an outbreak of the virus among the dairy cattle. It's the first time this virulent strain of the bird flu, referred to as the highly pathogenic H5N1, has been detected in cows, and the first documented cow to human transmission of an avian influenza virus, according to the US Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. It's also only the second case of the bird flu in a human in the United States. Welcome back, friends, to another episode of the channel Wealthy Health. Is bird flu a problem now? The multi-state bird flu outbreak is affecting cows in over a dozen dairy farms across the country. So although the health officials are on a high alert, the current risk to the general public is low, experts say. While the thought of the bird flu may sound alarming and stoke the COVID-19 pandemic fears, influenza among the birds is not new. The current bird flu strain that we have concerned with, the H5N1, has actually been circulating around the world for quite some time. What is bird flu exactly? Bird flu is a disease caused by the infections with the avian influenza type A viruses. Avian influenza A viruses occur naturally among the wild aquatic birds such as the geese, ducks, and swans, but they can also circulate among the domestic poultry. Bird flu viruses occasionally get into other mammalian species like the pigs. We all heard of the swine flu. Avian influenza A virus can also infect the horses, bats, and dogs. Rarely they spread to the humans. This is the first time the avian influenza strain of highly pathogenic H5N1, which causes severe and often fatal disease in birds, has been found in cows. However, this H5N1 strain does not seem to be making cows very sick. What all states have these bird flu? So highly pathogenic avian influenza viruses, which include the strain of H5N1 that's currently spreading, have been detected in the US in wild aquatic birds. So overall, 48 states have reported cases of highly pathogenic H5N1. The current outbreak of H5N1 affecting cows has spread to 8 states so far, per the US Department of Agriculture. So as of April 11, cases have been reported among dairy herds in Texas, Kansas, Michigan, New Mexico, Idaho, Ohio, North Carolina, and South Dakota. Currently, only one human in Texas is known to have contracted H5N1 in this outbreak. Even there have been only 2 human cases of H5N1 in the US ever. The first case was detected in Colorado in 2022 in a person who had direct contact with the infected poultry. As H5N1 surveillance increases, experts anticipate the number of cases among the cows to increase. So how does the bird flu spread to the humans? So every once in a while, a bird flu virus can get into a human, but that's very rare. So avian influenza viruses can spread from infected birds to humans in few ways, according to the CDC. One, directly from an infected bird. The second one, from environments contaminated with the avian influenza virus. And the third way can be through an intermediate host, such as an animal. So infected birds can shed the virus in their saliva, nasal secretion, mucus, and fecus. So people can become infected when a large enough amount of the virus gets into the mouth, nose, eyes, or is inhaled. Transmission to humans typically occurs through close contact with the infected birds without the protective gear. So it can also occur if a person touches contaminated surfaces and puts their hands in their eyes or mouth, or if they breathe in droplets from the air. It is not immediately clear how the dairy cow infected the person in Texas. The only other person who contracted H5N1 in the US was directly involved in the culling of birds presumed to be infected with the H5N1. Once the bird flu gets into human, it is almost never spread to anyone else. However, there are extra rare instances of transmission from a person very sick with bird flu to a family member or a caregiver. Can you get a bird flu through eggs? So there is no evidence that people can get bird flu from the food that's been properly prepared and cooked, and it is safe to eat eggs, chicken and beef and drink pasteurized milk. So we have not seen any cases that have been from ingesting animal products or the animals that may have been infected. So the infected dairy cow herds that have been detected are in the quarantine and their milk is being destroyed. Drinking unpasteurized or the raw milk, which is increasingly trendy, is associated with various infectious disease hazards. So I always discourage the people from drinking the raw milk. The risk of humans becoming infected by eating eggs from poultry with H5N1 is very low. And there are safeguards in place to identify infected poultry and remove the eggs from the market. So what are the symptoms of bird flu in humans? Number 1 is cough, runny nose, muscle or body aches, headache, fatigue, shortness of breath, eye redness or inflammation, and even diarrhea. So can we actually recover from the bird flu? Yes, you can recover from the bird flu. The human recently infected in Texas was treated with the flu antivirals and is recovering. So the Colorado patient infected in 2022 also recovered. So globally, the bird flu symptoms have ranged from mild to severe, resulting in death in some cases according to the CDC. So how to prevent the spread of the bird flu? First one, avoid visiting the poultry farms if possible. Second one, if you're visiting the poultry farms, wear a mask and avoid touching the birds. Avoid sick or dead birds. Maintain good hand hygiene. Do not eat raw or uncooked poultry. Visit a doctor if you become sick after contact with the birds. Thank you friends for watching my video. I hope today's video is something very informative, because the bird flu or the H5N1 is something which is spreading all over the world, not only in US but all over the world. So please be aware of these viruses, and please be safe from all these kinds of viruses and diseases. So always take care of yourselves when you go out, when you visit places, or when you're having the food or something. Try to have food which is very well cooked. Don't have it in a raw state or something. Okay, so I hope today you liked my today's video. So please do share it with all your loved ones and families. Please do subscribe my channel. So please feel free to put forth your opinions or comments. And thank you for watching once again. So until I come up with a new video, everyone take care, bye bye, and have a healthy life.